SQL. In the commands, there are two commands. So I would like, or I would want, or I would recommend you to start with the second command. That is for adding the repository. So just paste that command. Allow me to just do this. I didn't want it to be up this way. Let me just cut this exit. No, don't. So I don't want it to be up this way. I want all these commands to be in one line. So allow me to just do some small hack over here. So make sure that you start with the second command. So it's going to collect and install requirements for MySQL 5.6. Again, depending on your internet speed, it's going to take some few seconds. Then once it's done, it's going to finish it up. So once you're done with the first command, I would want you to install Xeno. Is it Xeno or whatever it's way it's pronounced? So then paste it over here, and then run the command. It's going to quickly finish up if you had run the first command. So back into my documentation, I'm going to run an update on the system. So, but I'm just going to clear this up to create space. So I'm going to say sudo apt updates, and then I'm going to install MySQL 5.6. So I'm going to say sudo apt get install MySQL server, and specifically 5.6, and then press and enter. It's going to collect and perform the few magic. Then I'm going to create a file for MySQL. So it's also okay. I'm going to input in a password, and saying password for it was trading sometimes back in Kenya. So I'm going to input in my password. I'm just going to place root as my password to make sure that I'm flowing up with everything, so I don't get to forget my password or whichever way. So the next thing is creating a file. So to create a file, you use touch, the touch. Okay, it's taking a while to set up. So I'm just going to do that. So once you create a file for MySQL SOC, then we're going to change the ownership of that file. Then once we are done, then we're going to the next thing is we're going to update the defaults, and then you're going to restart SQL. Up to that point, that is the simplest and the most simple the most simple part of installation was Java and MySQL. So we're going to run three more commands, and we will be done. So the next command will be creating this file, and to create a file you use the command touch. So while that is doing while that is working in background, okay, it's done. So I'm just going to clear, and then I'm going to paste the command for creating the file, and then we're just going to change the ownership. So to change an ownership of a file, you use chwon. So paste the command, and then just make sure that you update the defaults. Paste the other command, and then just restart your SQL. So I'm going to say sudo service mysql restart, or you can use sudo systemctl restart MySQL. So we're going to check for the status. So MySQL status to make sure it's good. So we have everything up and running. So let me just clear that.